Well, apparently I'm back to doing another fucking Italian zombie movie, because I guess there's a lot of those. This time around, it's Hell of the Living Dead, brought to us from director Bruno Mattei, or Mattei. Whatever. As a prestigious film critic, I pronounce his last name as also commonly known as Zombie Creeping Flesh, Virus, and Night of the Zombies. I prefer the title Hell of the Living Dead, because in watching this, I'm taking the goddamn zombies to hell with me. But unlike Lucio Fulci's zombie, this time around I don't have to worry about the movie being a total ripoff of Dawn of the Dead. What? I guess if you're gonna go through this great a length to rip off something, might as well use the exact same soundtrack. Hell, even give Goblin a credit while you're at it. Screw it, post up a soundtrack online, cause after all, this movie has the best soundtrack since John Williams' memorable score to Turkish Star Wars. What can I say about a horror film brought to us by Beatrice Films, other than I don't think my grandmother should be making zombie movies? I know exactly what's going on here. The plant's gonna blow up and Chris Hemsworth is gonna spend 2 hours typing about it. The plant is emitting a horrible day-for-night radiation. Wait, directed by Vincent Dawn? What the fuck? That's my name! I didn't direct this fucking movie! I'd sue, but I think there's a lot of people I'd have to wait in line behind. This plant setup looks really familiar. Are they about to launch a house into outer space? Probably, with these ColecoVision sound effects.
Well, I'll run a check on Control Module 5. All readings normal, Professor. Everything checks out.
I believe that that's their real voices, more than I believe that that machine is making those sounds. These brave men are counting on the radiation not being able to travel up into their masks. At least during a potential meltdown, they have their priorities straight.
She may not know much about chemistry, but in bed her reactions are terrific.
I'm not surprised with that cute little lass.
I'm a tit man myself.
Let's keep it professional, gentlemen. They're called chesticles. Damn, just listen to this music. It's obvious that there's goblins in the reactor. And they've killed Ben. Or maybe not. Well, that's what you get for wearing a radiation suit that's technically just a shirt. Ow! What the fuck? Thankfully, there's someone on the news to tell them that the rats get up and kill, and the people they kill get up and kill, and make more Bruno Mattei movies. I, for one, know exactly what's going on.
Operation Sweet Death. Professor Barrett here.
See, you made the mistake of calling it Operation Sweet Death. You should have named it Operation Sweet Brownies, because then all you'd have to worry about is who's gonna buy the milk. He takes the safety precaution of putting on a gas mask, but why start now? I have the feeling this movie is gonna make the horrible mistake of killing off Bryan Cranston in the first act. And he instantly takes the mask off, because once you've been bit, what's the point? No, gentlemen, let's stay and watch. I want to see where this goes. Where did all these zombies come from? The Turkish First Blood set? Put your goddamn mask back on and run. I'm giving up trying to help you. But why leave the plant now, when there's all this paperwork to do?
Experimental project Operation Sweet Death must be considered a complete failure.
Is it a failure? Because it seems to me that Operation Sweet Death was quite the success. Meanwhile, in Dawn of the Dead... No, seriously. Meanwhile, in Dawn of the Dead... Ugh, the bald zombie from the Dawn poster is not pleased. Whoa! Oh. Ugh. God damn it. I knew I should have waited to use the Dawn of the Dead poster in the background. Well, it's too late to change posters now. There seems to be a hostage situation going on, but don't worry, RoboCop will show up to throw them out a window, or remake RoboCop will show up to tase them. Thank God we've got the best men for the job.
You and Osborne will attack from below. Vincent and I will make a surprise entrance from the roof.
Ah, nuts!
Oh, nuts. Only the most hardcore of badasses can be on this gosh darn team. Let's see how they are in the field.
Hold it right there! Drop your gun.
The hell? Maybe they are hardcore. That dude just slit that unarmed guy's throat and then cackled about it. And it doesn't even stop there. You gotta put the fourth bullet in him, just to make sure. They're very successful in their strategy, which is barging in, guns a-blazing, and killing every fucking thing that moves, only rarely giving someone a last word.
You're all doomed to a horrible death.
You bastards have to finish out the rest of the movie, while my work here is done. Also, they've been doomed to stock footage land as they take their leave in New Guinea.
Eagle calling base. It's hot as a horse's ass and fly time here, and I don't like the heat.
That's very one-linery of you, Captain Edward Mannix's voice. Got another one for us?
Up your ass. Lieutenant Mike London, Shit Creek. The year is now.
Cute, but an actual coordinates would help too. And no, I don't mean resting up at the goddamn Dharma Initiative. Here we meet a reporter and her cameraman boyfriend, as well as a family with a sick kid.
Dumb broad, the living image of a modern mother. You couldn't be so mean as to leave your little kid in a nice safe school for a couple of weeks. Not her. Oh no. Not to bring our boy along with us would be cruel.
Hoo-hoo. I bet their makeup sex involves hitting each other in the face with hammers. Look at this kid. Regardless of being infected, I'm pretty sure he's Damien. Ugh, fucking depressing in there. Let's go outside so we can flirt. Hey, you son of a bitch, don't bust out that camera in the third world unless you're prepared for the Cannibal Holocaust soundtrack to play behind you. The mother leaves too, because I guess she can't get killed while sitting in the car. Ma'am, nothing good will come from you getting this man's attention.
Father, what's wrong with you?
Now, lady, I want you to take a moment and then ask yourself, what did you think was gonna happen? The kid turns zombie too, but he doesn't look any more deranged than he did earlier, only now he just looks like Chucky. Damn, the mother has discovered why the Klan wears those ridiculous masks. It's because they're really ugly. And even after seeing a zombie rise from the water, this dude has the best reasoning for any zombie invasion ever.
They look like monsters.
They could be drunk, or drugged, or maybe it's a leper colony. They probably don't intend to harm anyone.
Yeah, sure, let's go with that. They're a leper colony, because lepers are widely known to just wander throughout the woods and fucking eat people. Even when he makes a good suggestion, it comes across as stupid.
We could probably just make a run for it.
Okay.
So let's run right towards them. Shit, guess you can get killed in the car. At least now they have 2 less mouths to feed, and one of them is probably full enough already. But the best has to be the reaction shots. Ooh, he's gonna wish he had one of those zombie barf bags with him. You know, in case he needs to spit up pizza rolls all over his shirt. It's very nice of the SWAT team to use manners this time around.
No, hold it. That's not polite. I get the first shot!
When you hire Italian David Patrick Kelly as your SWAT team member, you can't be surprised when he says something batshit. By the way, the character's name is Zantoro, because of course it is. Here's a scene that says, fuck you, American movies. Not only do we have a zombie kid, but we are also gonna shoot the living hell out of him. Unfucking rated. This scene is amazing if you picture that kid as being Carl. Oh, and zombies hang people too, apparently. God damn it, run, run. Where do you think you are, in a power plant that sprung a leak? This movie is very nice, too. Just when the audience is squirming in their seats, the film reminds us what real human suffering is like. Yawn. I have to watch bad movies, and that is the worst. The hell, did I just change the channel? Oh, right, stock footage. We're about a half hour in, and already Captain Mike's one-liners are starting to make less sense.
I don't like the sound of those drum beats. I wouldn't want to finish up on a spit like chickens at a backyard barbecue.
What does that mean? The team must now pass through tribal land, and since reporter Leah is the only one who knows the people of this land, she's the right woman for the job.
What do you think we should do?
I'll have to go ahead and meet them, and go alone.
What? Are you gonna fuck them? This movie's very unpredictable, and that's making me rather uncomfortable. Wow, it's almost like they don't even notice a naked white woman in front of them. That's the biggest teardrop tattoo I've ever seen. Whoever she killed must have been huge. With all the stock footage, at this point I'm having trouble believing that even the sky is real. The tribal stock footage comes from the documentary Nuevo Guinea, Isola de Cannibali. Fuck it. I'll just call it by the DVD title, Real Cannibal Holocaust. I wonder if Ruggiero Deodato was brought up on charges for this, too. Some of the other stock footage comes from Des Morts. At least Terrence Malick films his own animal stock footage. Such a genius. Oh, and I'm pretty sure they're just straight up showing dead bodies in this. If I wanted to see stock footage of a dead body, I'd watch a Bruceploitation film. Hell, even the movie's poster uses a zombie that looks a lot like the one from the Gates of Hell cover. Eventually, some of them start interacting with her, and oh, sure, these guys are about as authentic as the alligator scene from Brutes and Savages. This is what happens when the only movie that a tribe has seen is Behind the Green Door. Good thing she's there to help out the chief. His head has been stuck in a beehive for months. Here, take this with you. At least they seem happier watching people dance for them than they did watching someone eat maggots out of an eye socket. All I can say is that I'm glad that a movie with the alternate title of Night of the Zombies finally has a scene that takes place at night. Ooh, careful. That New Guinea iced tea can get to you.
Couldn't you stop acting in that formal manner of yours? I mean, do you have to be so military?
When a soldier is out on an important mission, he has no time for sentiment.
And here's a crotch for some reason. Oh, damn it. Is there any party that the leper colony won't disrupt? Time to cue the music. To the shopping mall, people! It's a good thing that none of them have pale makeup on to make them look kind of like zombies. I'm sure there's no innocent people accidentally getting killed here. Even in New Guinea, I can't say enough good things about Dr. Barbecue's Rib Shack. Sure, all the tribesmen have perished, but at least our bloodthirsty heroes have gotten away.
The girl is questioning me. I think she suspects why we're here.
Why, convenience? A bit of a quarrel takes place when they have to condense everything into one vehicle, and the team attempts to throw away the journalist's film footage. Don't do that, then they'll have to replace a third of it with stock footage. Or just fucking shoot them.
And in case you got the idea that a woman would be afraid to shoot you, just forget it, because you wouldn't even be the first one I had to shoot in my life either. I took care of one jerk who thought he was tough enough to rape me.
It's rare that the exploitation movie character's backstory is a whole other exploitation movie, and quite frankly, one that I'd rather be watching. Even though she makes some valid points here, Zantoro still wants to kill her. But come on, dude. So many of the team members still want to bang her.
Here, try some.
What is it?
Chewing tobacco.
Then we'll get on a carnival ride. It'll be gross and wacky. Now that he's accepted her breath smelling like shit, I guess he can be blunt.
Suppose we'd met at a cocktail party in Washington. And we liked each other. We'd be in the sack together by now.
Sorry, it's kind of my thing to hit on women after they tell me a story about shooting their rapists. Captain Mike is having none of this, though. That was his fucking chewing tobacco.
I'm gonna have to start getting tough with you.
Oh, fuck, he turned her into an elephant? They may have lost the zombies, but they're having a hell of a time losing the stock footage or random body parts.
Hey, what is that thing? Is that one of them?
No. Even though that was a stupid question, I'm glad Santoro is here. He seems to be the only one with a fraction of a brain.
Cut it out! Stop wasting your damn bullets, you jerks! You need to hit their heads! I told you! Saying like this!
And lucky for him, the zombies won't try eating you if the script needs you to be alive. And that's the only reason.
Oh yeah, that's great. A wing, eh? What's like this?
And the zombies even help you out by putting their mouths on the gun for you. I see the writers here have no idea with how to proceed with the next act of the film. At this point, they're actually dubbing dialogue over the actual people in the stock footage.
I insist that the most serious situation we have to deal with is cremating the bodies. All the dead have to be burned within 2 hours.
I firmly believe that that's what that man actually sounds like. Can we hear the real audio, please?
Long came a Spidey, sat down beside, he said, "Hey, what's in the bowl, bitch?" Oh!
Okay, I stand corrected. And is this movie making a political statement?
You have destroyed my people. You have murdered my people. You have treated them like a crowd of human larvae. You have brought on the apocalypse.
Dolomite is right. New Guinea is going to shit for one reason and one reason only. Fucking Whitey and their goddamn power plants. I don't see how anyone could see race in a movie that's, a lot of white dudes shooting, a lot of black dudes.
In a chain of foul slaughter until nothing will remain but the bare earth soaked in putrefying blood.
Well, we'll continue tomorrow, Your Excellency.
Whee! Oh my God! Damn it! I don't think that's funny!
But they still have fun. Soon they end up in a retired old ladies' home down in Florida. Not sure how they ended up there. And when is this movie gonna realize that you should not walk up to anyone ever, old or not? To be fair, 9 months ago, she was fucked by a cat. Now I know that if I take time out to dance in a dress, I won't be able to see anything that's right in front of me. And the script doesn't need him anymore, so the zombies chow down.
Oh, no.
Oh my god, they're eating him, and they put a dress on him! Nice to know that their first priorities were to check on the crazy cat lady and put a dress on before boarding up the place. Thank God I saved you. Also, you're deaf now. Sad thing is, these aren't even zombies, they're just being invaded by the Cholo. Thankfully, they have their very own Frank Zappa to block the door. And their very own Santoro to act like a nut. Should we just stand here? Okay, we'll just let Italian William Sanderson be crazy, I guess.
Don't let it worry you. I think you will all meet again. In hell!
Of the living dead. Jesus, is he still going at it? I guess we just sit here and wait for him. Actor Franco Garofalo is so batshit in the part of Santoro that I'm pretty sure he improvised setting a man on fire. Then again, I'm sure the zombies do some improving too. The team has found their way to the boat. This is news to me that they were looking for a boat. Stupid fish. This is what you get for trying to walk ashore. And what's with that doll head? No zombies put that there. Someone was just being creepy with it before the zombie epidemic took place. I really don't like where this boat leads, and I'll tell you why. Because it leads back to the beginning of the movie. It's fucking looped itself, even with the same day for night shot. I don't even know what they're doing here. They keep saying it's part of their secret mission, which I guess is location scouting for Bruno Mattei's Terminator 2. Looks like they lost their filter, so now it's a fog for night shot.
This is where it all began, the whole thing, huh?
I know. I've been watching this movie for 87 minutes now. Is there anywhere where these people won't find a way to fuck around? Yes, it's a camera, you crazy son of a bitch. You've been in a movie this entire time. Welp, we don't need him anymore, which begs the question, Did we even need him in the first place? Did we? Santoro can fire all he wants, but Angela Kinsey does not like being shot at. Unfortunately, this movie also gets rid of the most entertaining character by having him fall into an elevator of zombies. Just let that blood rain down on you. It's the closest you've gotten to a shower for days. They don't even stop at zombies. Now they're destroying perfectly good 6th grade art projects. I still have no idea what the SWAT team's secret mission is, unless it's refiling the plant's paperwork, dying, or listening to some more goblin music. Yeah, it's a good thing you destroyed that. Wouldn't want the zombies to read it. Even though it was the SWAT team who was sent here, somehow Leah knows all about Operation Sweet Death.
They were called Hope. They were centers of chemical research for the good of mankind. To help countries that are still underdeveloped. That was the cover.
In other words...
America! Help us!
Damn right. America should have to come together to put a stop to subpar filmmaking. It's not every day that the exploitation movie I'm watching tries making a point about something. Bravo. But fuck all that, cause hero or no hero, let's rip her tongue out and stuff our fingers through her eyes, cause that's what you're really here to see. Meanwhile, in the US of A, whoa, holy shit, nothing's gonna happen to the gorgeous people, is it? Donnie and Marie look perfectly happy here.
How about giving me a light?
No.
Okay, I'll go ask that guy over there.
Again, don't walk up to that guy.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have a...
Just like the end of The Happening. Only with zombies. And where the hell did they come from? The news, shot horribly I might add. Why is that background moving? Anyway, the news is trying to cover up the New Guinea conspiracy, but apparently there's zombies roaming the States too. Does this tie into the ending of Fulci's Zombie? I hope so, because at least in that movie, I kinda knew how the zombies got there, unlike in this gotcha ending. Ugh, why the hell did I watch that? Isn't there some other show that deals with this guy's movies?
How long do you think they're gonna keep us down here?
I don't know. I've lost all hope. We've already eaten the cameraman. I think we're done for.
To be fair, he was already shot in the head before they threw him down to us.
Oh. Where the hell is Brian?
Hey guys, it's me, Brian. This sure is quite the pickle we're in.
Wait a minute, you're not Brian!
Anyway, Hell of the Living Dead clocks in at about 100 minutes long. For an Italian zombie movie, about 80 to 90 minutes is, okay. But 100 minutes is, fuck! Though I don't want to complain too much, because there does exist a director's cut that's 2 hours long. 2 hours with trailers, but that's still eating up my time. I hear most of it is just stock footage of people eating crabs out of the tribal chief's pubes, or Franco Garofalo just throwing a baby out the window. I don't know, I didn't watch it. I'll wait for the extended George Romero cut that leaves in the social satire of the consumer's dependency on foreign stock footage to pad out their collection of endangered films. Thank you very much.
It's not loaded. Yeah. Boom.